This is National Review Online. We're joined by Senator Jim DeMint. Senator, thanks for speaking with us.
I'm glad to be with you.
You're here with to support Ken Buck. What's your take on what's happening with his race out in Colorado?
Well, it's going real well. I think the people of Colorado are finding out they have a real choice between Senator Bennett and potentially Senator Buck. We know Senator Buck's going to vote for less spending, a moratorium on earmarks, repeal of Obamacare. The current senator is not going to do that. In fact, he's shown to be part of the problem. He's voted for the failed stimulus plan, the failed health care bill, the financial bill. We've got real problems. In a state like Colorado where the people know better, I think Ken Buck's their best choice.
What do you tell candidates like Ken Buck and Joe Miller of Alaska, people you've worked closely with the Senate Conservatives Fund, as the closing strategy as we move towards November? What are the themes? I tell
them to run through the tape. A lot of them have strong support, but we need to work all the way up to election time to make sure that that energy carries all the way through to election day, that people get out and vote. If people in Colorado, working people, thinking people, vote, Ken will win by 10 points. And we just need to get out those voters who are most concerned about where America's headed.
What are you most concerned about, and what should candidates be talking about on the trail? Is it Nancy Pelosi? Is it Harry Reid? Is it Obama? Is it the debt? You know, what's the...
Well, it needs to be a good mix of reminding people of the terrible things that have happened since Obama was elected and Pelosi has taken over. But we also need to talk about what we're for as Republicans and the bold reform ideas for our tax code, how we're going to fix Social Security and turn it into a wealth creation plan, how we're going to fix health care. So I hope our candidates will go down the stretch talking about moving forward while the Democrats are saying that we're going to take them back. The fact is that these Republicans like Ken Buck, they're going to change the culture by voting against earmarks. They're going to support term limits. A lot of the things that preserve the status quo up here, Ken Buck's going to help us change. Speaking
of earmarks, why wasn't earmark reform included in the GOP pledge, and what are your thoughts on it not being included?
Well, I think probably there was some pushback from the Senate. The House has already voted. Republicans in the House have voted for an earmark moratorium. We need to take that same vote in the Senate. I know over half of our conference supports a moratorium, and once we get these new members in like Ken Buck, we're going to be able to pass a moratorium. Hopefully we can kill that parochial, wasteful, pork barrel spending once and for all.
And what do you say to conservatives who are disappointed that the Senate has let Lisa Murkowski keep her ranking status on the Energy Committee?
Well, I'm disappointed. I've expressed my disappointment very publicly. I think it goes against the party discipline that's needed that supports the whole primary process. I mean, if we start saying you can win the primary but we might not support you, that's not good for our party. It's very healthy for the Republican Party to have these competitive primaries because it keeps us in tune with what our voters are really thinking. For us to undermine Joe Miller by allowing Lisa to continue to hold a Republican ranking position when she's running against our Republican nominee doesn't make any sense.
Are you disappointed that your fellow Republicans in the caucus are not doing much, aren't as outraged as you are that she's kept her ranking status?
Well, yes, I am. I respect the friendship component of this, but our country is much more important than our friendships here. And we're going to have to take some hard stands here that offend people. And I know I've offended a lot of people, but I'm not going to stand up for the status quo any longer. I'm not going to support people who are building their whole time here in Congress on taking home the bacon. That's not what America expects of us. So I hope all Americans will go to SenateConservatives.com and send some money to Joe Miller because we've got to counteract what's happening here in Washington.
Senator Jim DeMint, thanks for your time.
Thank you.